I had no idea where to start. I had no idea what all the steps would involve, and it was something I hadn't done before, and felt like I wouldn't even know where to begin. Well, I certainly am glad that we did it. I'm glad we found Ernie, because I felt like his confidence in the situation, and particularly with our situation, because I didn't feel like our place was good enough to sell, and he was just very reassuring that it was going to sell, and that we'd have some hoops to jump through, but essentially he saw the end goal and thought it was something reasonable to get into, and since he was willing to kind of contract with us to do that, then it said to me that we were going to be okay. To have someone who was willing to help me understand what was going on and help me understand what was normal in the whole area of selling a property. So it was huge to sort of have that sort of in my corner, to have him in my corner. Yeah, it was all great because he mainly he gave suggestions, and some of which we went with and some of which we didn't, and he was great whether we decided to go with his suggestions or not. He accepted. So I felt like we were making the decisions with his assistance, as opposed to sort of the other way around. And so it helped me to have ownership of the sale. There was an immediate comfort in our connection. He seemed trustworthy, and I didn't know at first whether that was part of the sale pitch or whatever, but he was just very genuine, and I think genuinely wanted us to get a good deal and to be satisfied with how things turned out. So I really appreciated so many personal touches that he provided on his own.
Yeah, because he really went above and beyond. I feel again, it was my first experience with a realtor as well, but based on things I've heard about other realtors and just what I would actually expect, he went way above and beyond what I would expect at all. So it was like quite a pleasant surprise for that to be the case, and it really helped us out because there was a lot of anxiety at times for us. So
yeah,
that helped with a lot during the whole process. So
I think actually we started off feeling rather cynical about the whole thing and expected sort of to be playing in a really tough game with people who were sort of going to be looking to take advantage of us. But the longer we worked with Ernie, the more those fears were dropped really fast.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I were to do it again, he'd be the only person I would want to be in touch with to sort of go through that with.
Yeah, and for me, it's definitely like this kind of relationship. It's definitely the most important thing for me is about trust, and I absolutely trust him. So absolutely, I would.
Yeah. Well, first of all, he was available like all hours of the day. I don't think there was a period of time where I didn't get a message from him about one thing or another. He constantly checked in to be sure I was clear about what was happening, and to make sure to remind me about people coming by to view the place, or to ask about little responsibilities we had for staging or whatever. So I guess that was part of it. His family became involved, which I thought was kind of wonderful, and so you'll get to know a lot of the family members if you do wind up working with Ernie, and it's pretty wonderful. It sort of made me think that if I was going to be involved in doing that kind of work, I would want to have that kind of attitude in terms of using all my resources to to satisfy my clients, and that's absolutely what he did. If you find out that you have to move, don't be afraid. It's not the end of the world. It's one of those doors closing, windows opening kind of experiences. And it helps to have somebody trustworthy to sort of guide you through the process.
Yeah, you'd be very lucky to have a realtor like Ernie if you're in that kind of situation, for sure.
Yeah.